Alright, John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. And today, shooting out of our showroom here, we have this very nice 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Rs SS. And yes, it is a real Rs SS car. As you can see, ours is done here in the white exterior. It's got the black Bumblebee nose stripe on it. Of course, it's got the RS front end on it there, the front grille and light assembly with the Hideaway headlights on it. You can see ours has the 350 emblems on the front fender here as well. And again, that does signify what's in here. And we'll get to the engine here when we come around the car and actually open the hood up. So we'll wait to go over all of that with you at that time. All of the bright work, the bumpers front and rear, all of your wheel lip moldings, drip rail moldings, lower rocker trim, all of that stuff is all in really good condition on this car. Of course, it's got the SS hood on it with the louvers in the center, or what they used to call the ice cube trays there. They have those there. Of course, ours has the Camaro script emblem and the SS emblems on the front fender as well. For wheels and tires, kept it very stock and original looking with the factory rally wheels here. Steel wheels with the beauty rings and the center caps in them. And for tires, BF Goodrich radial TAs. Now these are all new tires. We've got two 25/60 R15s on the front and then two 35/60 R15s on the rear. These are all 15 by 8-inch wheels, by the way. Now when we get to our door, our gaps to the front and the back side of the door, nice tight gaps on this car. Elevations are good, body lines all line up on the car here. Of course, we've got mirrors on both sides here. And again, the chrome on these are in real good shape, as well as the glass in them as well. As far as the glass in the sides of this car, your door glass, your quarter window glass, these are tinted windows. The glass is in really good shape here. No chips or cracks whatsoever in these. Of course, you got your molding here at the top of the door and right below your quarter window. Those are all in good shape too. Already mentioned about those drip rail moldings. Those are in good condition. Now, again, what we always do here, I always like to run my finger right through that rain gutter just to check and make sure everything is nice and smooth through there. And from what I can feel, it is. Now, this is a vinyl top car. Obviously, as you can see, vinyl top is smooth all the way around all of the edges. You don't feel any bumps whatsoever, so that's a good sign with these vinyl top cars. And again, the top itself is in great shape too. No rips or tears, no fading whatsoever. Top looks in great shape. Now again, our door handles, those are in good condition too. Let's open our door up. We're going to take a peek inside now at the interior. This car has a full deluxe interior, Houndstooth upholstery on the seats, as you can see. It's got the factory dash, factory gauges in the dash, factory heater controls, and factory AM radio over there. It does have the SS horn button there with the sports style steering wheel. Of course, it does have some aftermarket gauges there as well. Fuel gauge, water temperature, oil pressure, and voltmeter gauges are all aftermarket, but those will help you keep your eye on all of those things while you're driving. Has all the seat belts there, obviously, front and rear. And it does have that Toploader 4-speed transmission with the floor shifter there. Very nice touch there. So that is the interior of the car, at least from this side. We'll open the door from the other side and check that out too whenever we get there. Door shuts nice and easy. Again, nice tight gaps, and it lines up very well. As we come to the back of the car now, again, as I mentioned, we've got the chrome bumpers front and rear. You can see it's got the rear trunk spoiler on it as well. Trunk gaps and elevations all the way around are in really good shape. Again, rear glass is tinted, and the trim, the molding around there, that's all in good condition too. Down below here on the tail panel, they've got the tail panel blacked out. Good. Again, nice look for the car to break up that white. SS fuel cap here too. And again, you've got your taillight lenses and bezels. Bright work is good. Painted areas, those are great too. And then down below, you've got the correct rear lower valance for the RS car, where your tail, or your backup lights, I should say, those are cut in. And again, those are what this car would have come with. Now again, we'll go ahead and open our trunk, take a look inside as we do with all of our cars. And let me just get the correct key here. There we go. So first of all, the key works, lock works, the trunk hinges and springs, those all work. As you can see, everything's being held up on its own. Underside of the trunk, same white as the exterior of the car. You've got your decals in here for the limited slip differential, as well as for your spare tire and your jack instructions. It does have the bumper jack in here as well. And then you can see the trunk floor in here, all solid, no holes whatsoever. Again, in good shape. All of your weather stripping here and seals, those are in good shape too. No rips or tears in anything. Nice and soft all the way around, and it meets together right here in the center. So again, all of that is really, really good on this car. And we'll go ahead around to the other side. So passenger side, same thing. Nice straight metal all the way down the sides of the car. You can see the gaps on this door now. Again, very uniform front to back. And again, all of your elevations all line up. Quarter panel with door, door with front fender. All body lines all match up too. Again, all of our bright work, all of our trim, nice and smooth all the way around. Again, that rain gutter, it's nice and smooth all the way through there too. This side of the vinyl top, again, you can see all in great shape, nice and smooth around all the edges, and the stitching and everything where the seams are, those are all in good shape. Glass on the passenger side, same thing. No chips or cracks whatsoever there, even in the quarter window. Open up this door now, and again, take a look just from this side. Now again, upholstery, all in great shape. No rips or tears in any of the seat covers. Your floor carpeting, no rips, tears, no fading there either. The dash pad itself, there's no cracks in that either. Dash is all in good shape. Again, factory gauges. Now you can see also all of your seals and weather stripping all the way around the door and the window facing. Those are all in great shape, nice and smooth, nice and soft seals and rubbers there, weather stripping. Again, just all around nice car. The front side of the car, again, all of this is just all matching the other side. No need to go over it. It's just all the same emblems and so forth. So as we get to the front end of the car, again, you'll take a look up top here first. This is going to be your white paint with your black Bumblebee nose stripe. Got the Camaro by Chevrolet script emblem up on the header panel. Again, your hood, you can see your gaps and your elevations on this steel SS hood, all in great shape. Again, the louvers right there in the center, those are nice too. Again, windshield, no chips or cracks there, and the windshield wipers, those are all in good shape. As we get a look at the front end, again, as I said, this is your RS front grille, all complete, no brakes or anything like that, all intact. SS emblem right in the center. Again, these are the Hideaway lights, and these are, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are electric lights. So when you turn the key and pull the switch on, they are going to open up using the electric. They're not vacuum operated. Chrome bumper down here below, and then just below that, we've got the black front air dam on there as well. We're going to go ahead and open our hood up now. Again, the hood pop, the hood latch works real good there. Underside of the hood, all painted black. Same thing with all the engine compartment here, all done in black. Inner fenders, cowl, you name it, all black. Does have this, looks to be either aluminum or stainless here across the top here in front of the radiator support here. Again, they do that just to kind of close things up and dress things up a little bit. It's got the chrome fender supports in here too, so that's a nice touch to help brighten things up here. Now, as far as the engine goes, this is a 350 cubic inch small block Chevy engine. It is not the original numbers match motor, but a 350 nonetheless. Does have a few nice things on it. We've got the Edelbrock chrome air cleaner up on top. We've got the chrome valve covers there also with breathers. Got a Demon carburetor in here. That is a dual feed 4-barrel carburetor. As far as the ignition, that's been upgraded. We got an MSD distributor along with an MSD 6AL box in there as well. Aluminum Performer. I want to see if that, yeah, it's a Performer RPM from Edelbrock. Again, aluminum intake, aluminum water pump. It's got the Serpentine belt system on it, again with a flex light fan on there. So that's going to cut down on a lot of your rotating mass on the front of your motor to free up a little bit of horsepower. Stock style radiator along with the factory shroud on there too. That's going to help keep things nice and cool. Chrome alternator, nice bracket and adjusting rod on it there also. All of your heater lines are all hooked up. Now this is a power steering and power brake car. So you see the booster here in the master cylinder, the power steering reservoir down below here. This is a 4-wheel disc brake car also. And then on the back you've got drilled slotted rotors, and they do have the parking brake option on that as well, and it's all hooked up and functional. Alright, so now that we're underneath our 68 Camaro here, we're going to go through the complete underside of this car, going over the front suspension, steering, braking, all the way back through the car to the rear suspension. We'll hit wheels, tires, frame, floors, exhaust system, everything that's underneath here. We're going to go through it and tell you exactly what we are looking at underneath here. So starting at the front, we'll go over the front suspension first. Now this car has all tubular upper and lower control arms on it. So again, a nice feature for this car for the suspension. It also has a heavy duty front sway bar in it. Sway bar bushings both at the frame and at the sway bar end links are all in good shape. Ball joints on those tubular control arms, uppers and lowers, those are all in good condition too. As far as steering goes, it's a power steering car. Tie rods and so forth are all in good shape. Drag length's in good shape. Ball joints, all the rubber dust boot covers are all in place too on this. So all of that is in really nice condition on this car. And braking, it's a power brake car, and it is 4-wheel disc brakes. So up front and back on the back of the car, all disc. And then the back, when we get there, you'll see that those have the drilled slotted rotors, and it does have the emergency brake option on it, which is all hooked up and functional. And then we'll go all the way out at the ends here to the wheels and tires. Now this car retains the factory rally wheels on it, front and back. We've got 15 by 7s, I think, 15/8s all the way around on this car. Tires do not rub up front. We've got BF Goodrich radial TA tires on all 4 corners also, all new. These are two 25/60 15s on the front and two 35/60 15s out on the rear of the car. As far as the drive line, we'll work our way into that now. We've had a 350. This is a small block Chevy motor here. It is not the original numbers match motor, but it is a 350 small block Chevy. For transmission, we've got a Toploader 4-speed here, complete with the flywheel or cover here. Looks like a one of those like bulletproof or blowproof Bellhousings on it. Looks pretty stout there, and it does have the cover on the front of it, so that it'll protect that flywheel from any dirt and debris that might get in there. As far as the transmission cross member here, that's in good shape, nice and straight, and the mount for the tail shaft is in good condition too. The transmission and the engine, as far as looking at the oil pan and so forth, everything looks to be nice and dry, free from any leaks or drips. We even come back here to the tail of the transmission at the seal where your drive shaft fits into it at, and that looks dry too. As far as the drive shaft itself goes, it is a balanced unit, going to eliminate a lot of the vibration out of your drive line, and it does have this drive shaft loop in here for safety. So if anything were to happen that comes out of the transmission, it's not going to just come down and hit the road there. It's going to fall down in this drive shaft loop, keep it nice and safe for you. And when we get back here to the rear end, this is a GM 12-volt rear end. It's a POSI unit, 355 gear in here as well. And then we work our way out to the suspension. We've got the multi-leaf rear suspension on this car. We've got a nice set of gas shocks here. And then again, as I said, we've got those disc brakes back here, drilled slotted rotors with the parking brake option all hooked up on it. Already been over the wheels and tires. Fuel tank. This looks to be a real nice, probably new fuel tank back here. No dents or dings, nice and shiny back here. All your straps and mounting hardware, those are in good condition too. Exhaust on this car. We've got long tube headers here coming down off of the heads. We've got full dual exhaust, crossover pipe, and you've got a set of dual Flowmaster mufflers here. Of course, we've got the correct stop tailpipes up over top of the rear end, and exiting out the car between that leaf spring and the rear quarter panel, just as it should on this vehicle. And as far as the frame and floors, of course it retains the stock front cross member in it. The floors themselves, they look to be solid. Does look like it might have had some floors put in it here at some time, but everything's been seam sealed and done up correctly underneath here. The drive shaft tunnel, that looks to be in good shape too. And the subframe, again, just a subframe car. All of that looks to be in good shape. Body bushings and so forth, mounts, those all look to be in good shape. And it does have a set of, looks like bolt-in subframe connectors here. So that's going to help stiffen that car up quite a bit for you. So that's pretty much it for underneath our 68 Camaro. We're going to go ahead and get it down off the lift next.